We interviewed somebody from this team.
San Jose.
No, I should rephrase that. We interviewed somebody who supports this team.
LAFC.
Montreal.
Ah,
I didn't
you didn't
realize.
specify this season.
Sure. Um,
There's not much to talk about here.
Not much to talk about except the fact that by the end of the year they'll be down their best player.
Facts.
So Four comes in, gives a little bit of striker depth to a team that actually has been playing very well up top over the last couple of weeks. They are sitting currently in second in the East with 47 goals scored. They do have Jordy Mihailovic sold to AZ Alkmaar, but he's back for the rest of the season, to my understanding. I don't know. They've got, I mean, if you look at their team, they've got all-star center back Kamal Miller, which don't need to upgrade on that. You got an all-star.
Yeah, of course.
I still can't believe that. We look at this side here. Where else could they have gone if they needed it? Again, second in the East. They really don't need to upgrade much, right?
How about go and get your Jordy replacement?
But
What are
you
you
don't
gonna
need them
do?
right now.
Sure, but why not get someone that like we said for so many of these people, it takes half a season to get settled. What better half a season to get settled than right now, where you have no pressure on you?
Okay, that's not totally unfair. Um, the other thing is Ismail Kone is probably out the door very soon. Um, there was a $6 million agreement like seconds away from being finalized and it fell through. Um, you, I think we talked to help name
Patrick,
Patrick. I wanted to say Ryan because I'm looking at Ryan Spalding's name right here.
you
I'm,
loser. Can't even
I'm like,
remember the people that take their time to come on our
so
podcast.
it's not that I didn't remember people.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. It's that I'm reading names here on screens to try and keep up with what we're doing, and I see Ryan Spalding right here, and I'm like, his name isn't Ryan, but it was all that I had in my head. Sorry. Um, he talked about his wingbacks, right? The wingbacks that they don't really have. Could have gone out and gotten a left wingback to go opposite of Alice Johnston. Could have gone and sent Zachary Broguillard somewhere. That's the way it is. But again, kind of in the way that you were talking about um, teams changing their, Charlotte going in and mixing everything up and then saying basically, okay, the playoffs are out. If you're in second place in a relatively tight race, by the way, Red Bull get on a run, Orlando get on a run, they're right up your butt. Why go and change things, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a loss. I hear what you're saying, like why change things, and they've played very well this season. Um, and I think they've put themselves in a really good position where things would have to go like catastrophically wrong for them to not make the playoffs at this point. But I just don't think this team is championship good. Like if Toronto sneaks in, I don't think this team beats Toronto. I don't think this team beats LAFC. I don't think they beat Austin. I don't think they beat Philly. Um, it's a tough question to say like what do they need to get to that level. I'm not entirely sure. I think you would need to like hold on to like a Jordy and like give him someone else that's like Jordy level quality to help him out. Like go get a Drogba, like what Drogba was to the team, and then have Jordy with them on the team supporting the attack and Kyoto as well. Then I think okay, maybe they do have a legitimate chance. Even though the numbers say they've scored plenty of goals and that the defense is the issue, which they obviously, if even in that case, they made zero attempt at making the defense better. So I'm just going to say it's a loss. I think teams are going to keep putting the pressure on them. I think they're going to slide down the standings a little bit, but I think they've put themselves in a position where they'll make the playoffs like comfortably.
Yeah. Like I said there were moves that they could have made, didn't necessarily need to make. Again, Zach Broguillard has 400 minutes a season. You know what his ceiling is.
Yeah, next year is going to be big for them. We're going to have to see how they spend that money because they're going to get good money for Jordy, going to get good money for Kone. How do you spend it to replace him?
Yep.
But that's a question for later.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, again, I don't think it's not like a devastating loss. There was just a lot more that they could have done to compete with the Toronto movement, the LAFCs, the Austins.
Yeah.
They could have done more for sure.